Hello and welcome. My name is Samantha Francis, FemmePOWER educator and no nonsense mentor. I hope you are well. Today I want to talk to you about how quickly you move. Now, I don't mean this from the standpoint of exercising or physical movement in that respect. I'm actually talking about how quickly you move when you feel that nudge, or you get that download, or you get that light bulb moment. Just what do you do with it? Because the truth is, I hear this a lot, and actually I experienced this a lot in the past as somebody that had a lot of trauma, a lot of struggle, a lot of unpleasantness in her life, which led me to have a really dysregulated nervous system and, just feel very disconnected. I have a lot of clients that say to me, I just had this nudge, I just got this download, or this just came to me, and I will say to them, okay, what did you do? Like, what's happened from that? Oh, I didn't do anything. And obviously, with me being able to read energy and tuning into them, I'll be honest with you, the majority of cases, I can see that they should have done something, but they didn't. So the question is, why? Why, when we get that intuitive nudge, that download, that light bulb moment, do we sit on it? We either do nothing, or we take our sweet time. Well, the answer to that is simply, for a lot of women that have experienced trauma or any kind of pain or woundedness that's still affecting them in some way, they will have learned to overprocess, overthink, and take their time before making any moves. Okay? And this is, like I say to my clients all the time, it's so common. So common. And I have done it myself. There have been times in the past where I've had this idea or something's come to me, and I've gone in straight up into my head, which is the masculine energy, thinking, action, solution-based, logical. And I've disconnected from my feminine, which is feeling, softness, receptivity. And I've essentially talked myself out of it. So imagine I had this great idea that just came to me whilst I was doing the washing up. And it was like, oh God, this feels so exciting. This feels strong. Like, oh, this feels like it's like a coming from inside my body, And then I go into my head and it's like, but actually, how would that work? Do I have the money for that? Do I have the time for that? How could I even put that together? That doesn't even make sense. And then before you know it, the energy of that idea or that light bulb moment dissolves. Okay? And it dissolves whether you take your time with it or whether you choose not to do anything with it, because the energy needs to be carried through. It needs to be carried through. So when I have a client and they come and they say to me, I've just had this thing come to me, my energy automatically gets excited. I'm like, yeah. Okay, cool. How does this feel for you? How does this feel? And then she'll say to me, yeah, it feels really, really good. I'm like, yeah, brilliant. So let's take some action on this. Let's take some action. And sometimes, for a lot of women, they will go, oh, whoa, it's going a bit too fast, or I'm not sure, the brain will start to kick in. But if we actually allow ourselves to feel and stay within the feminine receptivity, then you'll find that actually you'll behave differently. You'll stay in that momentum of excitement. And then what will happen is, what will feel like logical steps start to come in for you to take the action to carry that idea forward. Okay? And then before you know it, you've birthed something incredible. And this can be for your business, this can be for a hobby, this can be an idea to do with the kids, this can be anything. It's about feeling in, but then taking action. Now, I've mastered this over many, many years, not overnight. Like I said, I had a lot of trauma, disconnected from my body, forgot how to feel, all the things, okay? But I tell you now, if I get this nudge, this feeling that for me feels like it's in the pit of my stomach, like it does feel like it's within the body for me, and bear in mind for other people, it may feel differently. So I always actually encourage my clients to learn about how their body responds and how it feels with certain emotions, just so that they can discern what an internal nudge or intuition is in comparison to fear. And if you have actually an interest in that, I have got a masterclass, so please do get in touch on that, and I will guide you to that masterclass to support you further. But, whenever I get that nudge, I move, and I move quickly. Some of the moves I make, and again, this is just for me, because I've learned what is a nudge and what is anxiety and what is nervousness, some of the moves I make don't even make sense at the time. So I will give you an example. I was listening to one of my mentor's recordings, one of the masterclasses that she'd made a while ago, and I really liked her vibe. I liked the fact that she was a mum as well, so I felt like there was a resonance there, and I started listening more and more to her things and thinking, yeah, actually I feel like I'm on the same page with this person. I feel like she understands what I'm saying and what I'm feeling, and I understand what she's saying, and there's just a vibe there, right? So I felt a connection. Now, I knew I wanted to work with this mentor, but I also knew I wasn't at the financial place at that point to work with her. So I kept the idea and the wish to be able to work with her and receive support from her in some capacity or form. Then, just like magic, I came across the fact that she had a membership. Now, at that point, when I joined her membership, which again was a fast move, so I felt that nudge. I'm like, oh my God, she's got a membership, right? Okay, cool. I'm going to join because I want to be in her energy. I want to get support from her. I want to learn from her. At that point, I actually I knew where the first couple of payments were coming from, but I didn't actually know where the rest were going to come from. Now, luckily, at that point, what felt safe for me was the terms of the membership, which was, look, you can come and go as you please. You don't have to stay. You're not bound by a contract. So I thought, okay. Anyway, I felt the nudge to join, and I did. In the trust and knowing, and again, you see, this is something I just want to highlight here that I tell my clients all the time. I don't trust in the universe. I trust in myself. Okay? I'm not codependent on the universe to bring me anything. I trust myself, right? So, in the trust in myself that somewhere or another, I was going to get the money to continue being in this woman's world and learning from her. And guess what happened? I did. I listened to that nudge. I joined the membership. I didn't know how things were going to unfold. I trusted that it would regardless. And I'm still there today. So that's an example of me listening to my intuition, that gut feeling that says, do it. Just do it. But I tell you something, the Sam I was maybe 15 years ago, I would have gone straight up into my head. I would have overthought everything. I would have said, I don't have the money. I don't have this. I can't do it. I would have blocked myself left, right, and center by offering myself excuses, master's reasons as to why I could not live a life I love. And just feeling into that right now feels very painful for me to know that I was doing that to myself. But at the same time, I'm very, very proud of myself that I've navigated that, and I am now where I am, where I live a life that I love, and that honestly feels so free. Now, again, a life that I love, that statement, the word freedom, it means something different for everyone. But I support women with living a life that feels good for them, their way. And you can have the same too. All I would support you with here is just inviting you to feel that nudge and then make that move. And trust in yourself. Again, I'm not encouraging reckless or careless behavior here. I'm not encouraging you getting yourself into debt. I'm not encouraging you getting yourself unwell or putting yourself or anyone around you in danger. But what I'm saying is the more you feel into yourself, the more you will be able to discern what that nudge is and how powerful that nudge is, and make the move to expand with that nudge and see it show up in your reality. I don't regret, I can honestly say, hand on heart, I do not regret any of the moves that I have made from that nudge or light bulb moment or whatever it is you want to call it, because I trusted it. I trusted what I was feeling. And this is something that's so important for women. We are naturally in our feminine energy. Yes, we have both masculine and feminine, but we are predominantly feminine. And that requires us to feel. It requires us to feel the majority of the time, not think. Often with a lot of clients, they will come to me and say, oh, I've been thinking this, I've been thinking that. And all their energy is saying to me is, I'm stuck. I've thought and overthought to the point where I've gone around in circles and now I'm stuck. I haven't felt anything to navigate anything, so I feel blocked now. Whereas when we tune into the body and the energy and we feel, that is where you will find your answers, and that is where you become unstuck. So next time you feel that nudge, feel into it a little bit and make that move. I'd love to hear more about you and your stories. I'd love to hear any questions you may have. Please feel free to get in contact with me on Facebook, Instagram, my email address, anything at all. I am open and receptive to supporting you in the best way that I can. So that's it for now, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.